we've come tonight to discuss a very, very serious issue. We have discussed Kashmir a number of times within the group, and we know there's a all-party group on both Kashmir and Pakistan and India in this house. But we look at specific issues tonight. It is discussion on human rights. Without further ado, I'm going to ask my colleague, Khalid Mahmood, who is the member for Birmingham Perry Bar, to say a few words.
I think we're all here to look at this very significant issue. This issue of the Black Day in terms of Kashmir and the people that have suffered since. When you've had almost 90,000 people killed since the illegal occupation of Kashmir by the Indian forces, I think it's important that we put the whole issue in perspective. When there are still, from the day that they took over, there are in the region of about 600,000 to 700,000 troops regularly in Kashmir, and the activities that they carry out. Currently, the operations that they're carrying out in terms of cross-border incursions and firing that is taking place, and number of civilians within that being killed, I think brings the whole issue back to reality. The action taken on the 27th of October in 1947 has had, as I've said, a long list of consequences that we need to look at and see how we can deal with them. And those consequences have continued throughout, and as my friend David Ward, the member for Bradford East, in the backbench debate that he got on Kashmir, and we were able to discuss some of these issues regarding what has happened in Kashmir. And I think it's important that we do raise this, because the issues that are going on day in, day out since 27th of October 1947 are the issues of human rights and civil liberties. It's the issues of, as I said, about almost 90,000 people, over 90,000 people being killed. And if you want to put that into perspective up to today, and that is more than the Manchester United Stadium would fill. That's the amount of people that have been killed. When a family somebody leaves a family who is a father or a brother or a son or a husband, a family, they don't know what is going to happen to that person, whether that person will come back, whether that person will come back in one piece, whether they'll be tortured, whether they'll be beaten up, or whether they're told they'll come back. When a woman goes out of that house, whether it's a mother, a daughter, a wife, they have real significant issues in terms of the fact whether that person will have their dignity intact when they come back, if they come back, or what physical state or mental state that they'll come back in. These are givens that we have in society today. These are the issues that we take for granted when we go in or we'll leave our homes, go to work, go and do whatever. These are givens for us, but they're not given for the people of Kashmir, particularly in those that are at the moment currently under Indian control. What do you do with over 600,000 troops if you're saying that you have peaceful objectives? If you're saying you have peaceful objectives and you want proper democratic structures, why is it that you will not allow international observers to come in and to monitor those elections? If you're saying we're the biggest democracy in the world, then behave like one. Then allow those people, allow the international observers, allow parliamentarians from this parliament to come out and to see you and to see what the processes are in relation to what you're doing. So I think there are a lot of issues that get lost in a lot of this media spin, particularly that some of the people from the Indian government put out, as they're currently putting out in relation to what's happened. And I declare an interest. I declare this because I am of Kashmiri heritage, and I make no bones about that. But I think it's important that we, in this Parliament, to the best of our ability, as colleagues have already shown the commitment to Kashmir, that we continue to do that. We continue to hold scrutiny of what's going on. Over the weekend, we had a march in London, a meeting at Trafalgar Square, where a very good number of people got together and showed their strength in the issue in relation to this. So we need to keep up the pressure, but we need to keep the pressure in the way that we can actually deal with this, that we can recognize what are the issues. What we need to do now is not just have these debates and meetings that we continue to have, is that we need to put these on a formal agenda, look at our objectives, and hold and scrutinise us if you want to do that, members of Parliament here, scrutinise other people in authority, and see whether they live up to those commitments or not. Don't just invite us to one meeting and say, we want you to come to the meeting and have nice photographs by these good people here around us, and we can put them on your outlets, whatever they are, and say we attended a Kashmir meeting. We want to be able to do something positive, and the only way we'll do that is to have a formal agenda set and move forward. And I see that Mr. Qureshi MBE is nodding his head at the back, and I'm very pleased that you're nodding your head, because I'll be coming to you to see how we can move some of this work forward. I know that he's done a huge amount of work in the past, and we should be able to do that. So with that, Chairman, I'd like to thank you for letting me speak, but this is a very significant issue, and I think all of us should pay real attention and look at the objectives that we need to achieve. Without that, this issue is nothing. Thank you very much.